Hello, greetings, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're joining us from. This is Jim McKeith, and welcome to SenchaCon 2022. We're here with, let's see, I did the last one. Okay, got to make sure I'm on the right session. This is Cleverson De Silva, the head of products for CISS, and he has a customer success story, a powerful and rich application created by Ext JS Framework. As he's sharing his session, if you have any questions, you can put them in the question panel, and we will answer them at the end. And with that, I will turn it over. So let's click the right. There you go, Cleverson. There you go.
Oh, great. Thank you, Jim. Hi, everyone. I hope that you guys are okay. I'm Cleverson, and I'm head of products, and I have been working at CISS for 17 years, leading development teams to build different products with a lot of different technologies. And today I'm going to present to you one of our success case using Ext JS from Sencha. Okay. Are you, the slides are showing? No, yeah. Thank you, Jim.
Loading.
Perfect, Emerson. And first of all, I already apologize because I'm not fluent at the English, and sorry about my accent too. However, I'm going to try to be the most clear I can. And if I make some mistakes or you guys don't understand something, please write it down so you can ask later, okay? Let's start about the today's agenda. I'm going to talk a few things about CISS, who we are, what we do, and where we are. Moving forward, I'm going to show some numbers of our ERP called CissLive. In topic number 2, CissLive Statistics, and which is the product we apply Sencha technologies on the front end. Later then, we are going to see some words we gathered from our development team and our tech leader, Keller Kishel, which helped me to make this presentation. Thank you, Keller. And last, we going to know some components and tools used on the CissLive project. And if you have some extra time, navigate through the system built in Ext JS to see a large-scale ERP working, okay? That is our agenda. Let's go. Well, let's know CISS better. Then we help retailers from Brazil. We've been especially hardware and construction stores, supermarkets, and food franchise. We've been working since 1990, building retail softwares. It's 32 years of history, okay? We take place at Paraná Southeast, about 150 miles from Iguaçu Falls. It's a tourist place at Foz do Iguaçu, Argentina and Paraguay. The place is named Triple Frontier. Okay, it's our headquarters. These are some pictures from our headquarters with above 75,000 square feet of construction area and the capacity to over more than 1,500 employees, okay? Now we have more than 550 employees, and approximately 30% are already working from home office, all over the country, okay? And we have more than 100,000 of users of our softwares and over than 5,000 companies or stores that uses our solutions. We have operation in our Brazil states, considering that Brazil is a continental country, that's a very relevant information because we take technology to remote place of Brazil, from the south to north. Here we have some of our customers or clients. Some of them worldwide known, like Nestle, P&G, Lindt chocolate, and Carlos Baker, our cake boss, and Dia% or Day%. Our main solution are our ERPs. We have two large-scale ERPs, CissPoder and CissLive. Okay. Besides our ERPs, we are also specialists in developing POS softwares, and they can be connected to our ERPs, so the customers have a full experience in the management of their companies. Here we show the full topology of our software solutions integrated. It's so tiny, but I think you can see. From the right to the left, we have the CISS KDS. It is a kitchen display system to produce the orders in the kitchen or cafeteria or bar. And the second one is CISS Totem. Is our solution to self-checkout and self-order. The third is the CISS Box, is the main POS system. And then we have Sesto, that is a marketplace e-commerce customized. And the last one is called CissFly. It is an extra POS system with mobile functions. All these POS or systems are connected with CissLive ERP, delivering a full management of the companies who use them. Okay, and CissLive, represented by this screen, is cloud native for small business, deployed on the cloud provider Azure from Microsoft. It is major technologies are Ext JS for the front end, Java for the back end, and SQL Server database. Okay. And the last one here, it is the CissPoder. In case the customer needs, we have the option to connect the CissLive with the CissPoder. That has a lot of more advanced functions like accounting, tax, logistics, buying portal, business intelligence, and etc. Then let's talk about the CissLive, the main project with Ext JS inside the CISS. The CissLive is a cloud native ERP software. Okay, and let's choose some statistics from 6 years of CissLive development. We have created over than 250 components and applied 2 teams to the system. We create over than 20 plugins and 500 custom native components from Ext JS. We customized more than 500 custom components. And let's talk about the saving time and, of course, saving money. The implementation of a basic CRUD reduces our work time in 75% using Ext JS compared with other frameworks. Considering that an ERP front-end is based mostly on grids, CRUDs, and workflows, what does 75% represent? We have been working on CissLive ERP since 2016 with a $4 million cost. Considering that 25% of that cost is the front-end cost, we reduce the work time 75%. Then we saved $750,000 of money. It's a lot of money, okay? Let's talk about browser updates. Google updates Chrome every 4 weeks, and at least one of that updates every month broke components and libraries of our last framework, okay? And how much did it cost? On average, 5 work days of a developer, not include the quality analysis cost. When we migrate to Sencha framework, it saved above $50,000 of money. Now let's see some words of our development team about the migration to Sencha tools, okay? The deployments. Ext JS become the most perfect way on time optimization and code reuse between the teams. The framework documentation is a big differential, gathering agility and directioning on the consistent use and code patterns. The package segmentation of the application provided by Ext JS also helps on the security and speed, delivering the final user just what he needs without the loading unnecessary files or packages. About the remote packages, the remote packages operation is the perfect way of sharing packages of the system, themes, components, and plugins among different applications. Benefits that Toolkit Classic brought. Compatibility between old and new browsers. We talk about this on the update browsers, okay? The update browser slides. Less developer work due to the compatible code creation. Drastic decrease of bugs and rework on browser updates. Despite the steep learning curve, once inside the Ext JS development ecosystem, the delivery workflow is a constant and without delays. Now I show you some tools we use and a few examples of customized components. Tools that we use, Ext JS, of course, Ext Premium add-ons, charts, Font Awesome, Proala Editor, Pivot Grid, Sencha CMD, JetBrains plugin, Sencha Inspector, e Stencil. Now some screen of pictures of our system. Here using a 3-star, it's possible to work with shortcuts of the available workflows in a dashboard. And this example is our dashboard without shortcuts, okay? After I will show you this system screen when I present the system, okay? The second is the dashboard shortcut selection menu with the options. Now shortcut options. If remove a shortcut or rename shortcut. Now an example of a file upload preview and progress bar. Here's the progress bar while upload the file. Once the upload is completed, it is possible to remove the file, the component to remove the file. Here to select the file. Now some chart used example. Last 3 months, sales of last 3 months, like for like 2022 between 2021, comparative, a line chart, and here a bar chart, sales of the last 7 days, sorry, day by day. Here a custom summary. A custom summary plugin working untested from the grids with your own story, ignoring the pagination. Here applied in a grid. Here a plugin detail. I show this at the system too. And for the last one is the JSON XML HTML custom editor. Logs presentation editor with a syntax by language. All this created with Ext JS Framework. Okay. And now I will share the screen to show a little bit of our CissLive ERP, okay? Everybody see the screen?
I see it.
Yes.
I assume everybody else does, yeah.
Perfect, thank you. We have a domain CissLive.com.br. Our customer has our name, your user, and your password. Here is the main screen, the first dashboard, some shortcuts. I can add another one. How is your store? Sorry to be in Portuguese, okay? I will translate here. How is your store today and this week, this month, this year? A chart with all information, notification, call the call center or help, and change the enterprise, about this is live, and etc. Here the menu, register, prices, supply, sales, financial, and here we have the example of the summary. Why here? Here, summary example, not in grid. The summary is independent of the pagination. Okay. And stock, account, tax, report and analysis. Here we have some KPIs, sales of the day, comparative between enterprises, last 3 months of sales. Ticket médio is like a quantity of sales by customer, last 3 months, like for like 21 to 22. A lot of charts example mixed here on this dashboard. And that's it. That's what we would like to show. If you have some question.
Sorry, it was muted there. It was interesting. You were going through the screens, translating it, and in my mind, I guess just I don't know Portuguese at all, but because you were translating it, I'm like, okay, yeah. And then you're like, sorry, it's Portuguese. I'm like, oh, yep, you're right, that is Portuguese.
Great, it's good.
Yeah.
Now I understand Portuguese.
Yeah. How does the team immersion work in Ext JS?
How the teams immersion to work with Ext JS, right?
Yes.
We currently have a very large exchange of information within the company related to framework. We together with the documentation docs.sencha.com, right? And makes any dev with a solid JS base able to work on the system, and in a short time can produce without the difficulty.
Okay. Sorry, I have multiple tabs open, and I was looking at the right, and then another tab started. I was like, "Oh, I'm distracted." What is the level of difficulty in creating using custom components with Ext JS?
The framework has a very dynamic and solid base class, okay? And usually the difficulty is around the creative visual part of the customization, okay? And our logic and operation are very simple steps to be done following a flow of operation expected for Ext JS. So the difficulty is minimal.
It's one of those things. Is like when you're making a demo, it's like I know how to do this stuff, but then trying to come up with a demo is the hard part, because it's always the use case, right? That's the hard part.
Yeah.
So when you have a need, it's like, oh, I can fix that. But then when you're like, I have to come up with the need, you're like, usually someone tells me what to do here. What was CISS's biggest challenge using Ext JS Framework?
At the business level, one of the biggest challenges for CISS, I believe, is one of the most common problems among any ERPs, dealing with a giant amount of data. This was solved without problems use Ext JS grids. Like I said before, grids is the very important components of ERPs, any ERPs, which properly configured easy server large amount of data inside the grids of Ext JS.
Yeah, that's so true. I've done a lot of software development over the years, and a lot of it has been, I mean, maybe not actual ERPs, but similar type systems. And gosh, it all comes down to having a good grid. Yeah. I don't care what platform you're developing for, you got to have a good grid if you're dealing with that kind of data. You know?
We changed 3 front ends frameworks. We try with 3 front ends frameworks different until find the Ext JS to find a good grid component.
Yep. So fantastic. Okay. Well, I think that is it for questions. And Wilmerson, unless you had something you wanted to add or comment on?
Yes, I would like to add something. are you still using? I see that you are using Classic Toolkit in your CissLive ERP. Could you share with us and with our attendees if you are still working, and if you are working with another product that you are using modern toolkit, and how is, can you share your experience using, I know that your company using a classic toolkit and you have another product that use mobile, right? And I guess you are using modern toolkit. Could you share your experience between the two toolkits, and how does it work inside your company?
Yes, I think Keller is better to me to talk about the difference between the modern and the classic. I don't know if Keller is online.
I don't see him on here.
Just to let everyone know, Keller Kisho is one MVP from our one MVP from CISS company. We announced his as MVP months ago, and he's doing a good job inside this company. In the past, he was just a new developer, and now he's won a new MVP and helping CISS developers creating amazing components, amazing package. So I know Keller, how it works, how his works, and seems to be very well to work with him.
Yeah, Keller told me here on offline.
Okay.
Answer this question that we have here: is the CissPoder build with Ext JS or some of the other products show, or just CissLive? Keller answer: the modern toolkit is being used for a CISS starter. We do not have a great amount of components, and but we use a material design and have no difficulty between modern and classic.
Cool.
Okay. And answer the question: is the CissPoder build with Ext JS or some of the other products show, or just CissLive? CissPoder is not created with Ext JS, and in fact, it's not HTML5 technology. It's old technology called Power Builder. Just CissLive is made with Ext JS from our ERPs. But another products from CISS, like a CISS Starter, like a CCRM, like CissLive ADM, like CissPlay. There's a lot of products at CISS make with Ext JS, but the main case is CissLive ERP.
One another comment that I could see on your application, I could see that you are using, I guess, the Sencha Ext Desktop as app application as the first inspiration for your CissLive application. Am I right? I can see your top toolbar. You click on the menu, you are going to see a floating menu, and after that you have a tree, and you can click and open out multiple windows inside your application. This seems to be very, very well and awesome. Congratulations for your design team for getting this done. And I also can see that your application, thanks for showing. Yes, I also can see that your application created an amazing and a complete customized team, and this looks very well. Can you share with us how do you work with? Do you have some UX or UI guys that you help you to prototyping the tools, the screens before going to the development team?
Yes. All the time we have a UX and UI team. They help a lot to make these amazing screens, and they don't have a lot of difficulty to create, to produce something new and deliver to our developer codify, and they can make what they imagine, and with not any problem to produce their their creations.
Okay, one more technical question here. How about your ExtJS structure are you using inside your project? Are you using MVC or MVVM? I guess you are using MVVM given that you have a very modern application, but could you share with us?
Keller, help me, please. you can send me by WhatsApp.
Okay, no problem.
No problem.
I was just the other day talking with somebody about the importance of, if you get a question you don't know how to answer, knowing who to ask to get the answer. Because the reality is, we all, have lots of things we know, very broad knowledge. But we also have, some very specific specializations, and you shouldn't assume that you need to answer everything. That you don't need to be an expert in everything to be an expert at anything.
Keller says, MVMM, all screens have a view model, a view, a controller.
Cool, awesome. Nice to know that. Thanks. I guess this is everything from my side, Jim. Do you have another additional question?
I think that'll do it.
Cool. Awesome.
Well, thank you. I love the background, by the way, you have behind you there. I'm not sure what that is. Like a wallpaper or a poster or something you have? Cleverson?
Here?
Yeah.
It's a wallpaper. The window, no, it's not a wallpaper. I'm at the office, and the window has this paper at the window.
Okay.
A window paper.
Yeah, I keep looking at it.
Window paper, yeah. It was difficult to explain. It's a window paper.
Yeah. All right. Great. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing. It's always, it's great to get like this, like, success story, right? Where you're like, hey, this is what we did. This is the challenge we solved. This is how we got there, and see something in production. And like Wimmerson said, you did a great job in the design. It looks really good, and glad to hear your customers like it. So
one last question and quick question about the ExtJS version you are using. Are you upgrading to the latest one?
I don't know. Let me see.
Okay, no problem.
While Keller answered to me, I would like to thanks to Jim to opportunity to share a little bit about the CISS, a little bit about the project, and we have so glad to be a customer case of Sencha in Brazil.
Absolutely.
And the Keller answered me 7.5.1.
Oh, the latest. Cool. You are not sleeping. Congratulations.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you to all of our attendees that have been here, especially if you've been here all day with us. That's great. I know it's been a long day, so hopefully you get a chance to get a break, and we'll see you all next year. Take care.
See you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. See you.